Some of them you might be super flexible in and you can go past the range of motion that I'm displaying, and some of them you won't be able to. Please don't feel that you are forced to go to the level of stretch that you might see some of the other guys going to. When your body is feeling it, that's where you stop. I don't want anyone pushing themselves to go a bit further and then end up doing more damage than they are doing good. So go until you feel it. It just means that's an area that you need to work upon. But enjoy the stretch. It should feel good. It shouldn't feel bad at all. All right, next one, we're going to target your quads. So we're going to do the stretch 3 ways. We're going to start on one leg and then we're going to move to both legs. So how it's going to work is you're going to have one leg on the side of you and one leg in front of you, and you're sitting on your bottom. All right? So sitting on your bottom, one leg is going to be on one side of you and the other one in front of you. From here, some of you might feel the stretch in your quad already, but what we're going to do is we're going to lie backwards, try to get our back all the way onto the floor. If you can only get there and that's a good enough stretch, that's fine. If you can go all the way onto the floor, that's also amazing. I'm going to hold this for 1 minute. So find that point. If it's here, if it's a little bit further up, wherever you can feel it in your quad, we're going to hold this for 1 minute. And let's go. Right, we're slowly going to come out of this now. So slowly lift yourself off of that. And we're going to swap onto the other leg. So that leg's going to come out in front of us. Other leg's going to go back and down. And we're going to lower ourselves back into that stretch. Remember, only go until you feel a nice stretch in your quads and in your hip flexors. So we're going to start lowering ourselves down, and then I'll set the timer. And let's go. And you guys can slowly start coming out of that one again. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to do the same stretch but with both legs. So this is a lot more challenging now because obviously you've got the stretch in both legs and you can't use the other side of your body to help you. So go gently into the stretch, nice and easy. Same thing, both legs are going to be on either side of us, and we're slowly but surely lower ourselves down into that stretch. Only go until you can, If over here is a big enough stretch, if over here is a big enough stretch, go until you feel comfortable. All right? So we're going to hold this for 1 minute. Everybody good? And let's start lowering ourselves down into that stretch.
Georgia, with both of them, my knees hurt a bit. Is there any modification I can do not to hurt my legs, or should I just do 1-1?
You can go 1-1, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I'll call out 30 seconds for you.
Okay, perfect.
All right, perfect stuff. All right, guys. Claire, I'll call out 30 seconds. And let's go. Claire, that's your 30-second mark. And slowly curve out of that one. All right. If you guys have tight quads or tight hip flexors, that is a really good one. I know it might be it feels quite uncomfortable to start off with, but that is an absolutely fantastic one for that. All right, next one we're going to go into is the pigeon. We have done this one before in some of the classes, so you guys might recognize it. What you're going to do, one leg is going to come out in front of you, the other leg is going to be shot backwards. You're going to try and get this leg at 90 degrees, try, and then lower your bottom onto the floor. You should feel this stretch in your glutes. All right, we're going to hold this for 1 minute on each side. So let us get started. Really let your body lower yourself down, trying to get those hips to the floor, but trying to keep a big angle in your knee, so you don't want your calf completely on your thigh. You want to try and get that at 90 degrees. All right, everyone, we're going to come out of that and we'll swap onto the other leg. So the other leg's going to come out in front of us. You're going to shoot your right leg behind you, and we're going to go back down into that stretch, trying to maintain that nice angle at your knee, and we're going to start holding it now. And you guys can slowly rock out of that. Give your legs a bit of a shake off. How's everyone feeling? Everyone feeling all right? Body's feeling good? All right, perfect. No one's feeling anything uncomfortable. Everything's feeling fine at the moment in time. Perfect stuff. All right, next one we're going to go into is called the prayer. I absolutely love this one. I always throw it in at the end of classes. It's a shoulder stretch. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes, and then we're going to go into a 1 minute hold with a slight variation. So what you guys are going to do, legs are going to be on the floor, and your hands are going to be out in front of you, really stretching off those shoulders, going into your back. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. So let's get ready, and let's go. All right, guys, and you can come out of that. So slowly release that, stretching your shoulders. All right, now we're going to hold for 1 minute, a slight variation of that. Same stretch, but instead of our hands being completely outstretched in front of us, we're going to bend at our elbows and try to get our hands above our head. So you start with both your hands above you, and you're going to bring your hands above onto your upper back. All right, I'm going to hold that for 1 minute. Right, so arms are going to start outstretched, bending at the elbows, trying to get our arms behind our head. All right, and let's go. And you guys can come out of that as well. Fantastic work, everyone. Very, very nice. All right, for the next one, if you can, I want you to just find a wall that you can just pop your feet up upon. What we're going to do is we're going to do The stretch is called overhead squat on the wall, and it's to open up your overhead mobility. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your feet on the wall, I'll demo in a second, like you are doing a squat on the wall, and your arms are going to be overhead. Try keep your arms as straight as you possibly can. That's going to allow gravity to help open up your overhead position. So I'm going to just twist the camera for a second so you can see what it's going to look like. So you're going to be on the wall, inch your bottom all the way nice and close. Feet are going to be on the wall, arms going to be outstretched above your head, and we're just going to let that open up our front, up our overhead position. All right, so we're going to hold that for 2 minutes. I want you guys to go find the wall, and then we'll get cracking. So I'll call out your 2 minute mark. All right, and we're going to get started in 10 seconds time. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So try to keep your arms as straight as you possibly can. Keep them nice and close to your ears. All right, guys, and you can slowly release your arms from above your head. Come out of that stretch. Absolutely lovely work. All right, we're going to finish off with one last stretch, just targeting those abs and giving your lower back a bit of a mobilization, a little bit of stretch as well. This one is called the Cobra. So we've got 2 options for this. Option number 1 is you can do it flat on your stomach. And then option 2 is you can do it up with your feet against the wall. The second option targets your hip flexors a little bit more, but it just depends on which option you feel more comfortable doing. So if you like to do the option that's on the floor, what you're going to do, start with your body completely flat. I'm going to just lift our chest off the floor, but keeping our hips on the floor. So I don't want your hips to come off the floor. You must maintain your hips on the floor. Option 2 is we'll have our feet up against the wall and our knees completely touching the wall as well, lowering ourselves down and then pressing ourselves up like that. So you can choose whichever option you feel more comfortable with. We're going to hold that stretch for 2 minutes, and then you guys are all stretched and mobilized for today. So find the option that you're going to be doing. It can either be on the wall or on the floor, and then we're going to hold this for 2 minutes. All right, guys, everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, Let's go. And you slowly release that. Come out of that. What we're going to do, just to counteract that stretch, I want you to quickly come for 1 second, just lean over, open up that lower back a little bit. And you guys are all done for this morning. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel stretched and ready to absolutely crush your day. Let me unmute you guys. How did you guys find that?
Georgia.
Thank you, Georgia.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Georgia.
Hope you enjoyed it. How are you guys' bodies feeling after the last few days of training? Good?
Aching.
Yeah, I've done some lift as well, so a little bit sore.
You guys have been keeping up the good work. Very, very nice stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You have a good
afterwards,
day.
it feels like you need to go back to sleep.
I know, that's the only thing. I was so concerned that in some of these poses I was just going to start drifting. All right. But you guys must have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Georgia.
Yeah,
Bye,
bye.
Georgia.